Shalom, call Loyim La, Yahawah, Bahashim Yahawashi, Baharakah Kwadash, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi, Barakia, Babakashawa, Yahawashim Yahawashi, Barakatam, Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi, Barakatan. Double honors to the Zaquanium, apostles and bishops. Peace and blessings to the sincere, the elect, the 144,000, one-third men, women, children. May Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi be with us always. Yahweh prayers and repentance, and deliver us from the hour of temptation and destruction. Shalom, man. This is your brother Laban out with another video. And I'm going to put this on all my YouTubes. Alright. And right now we in the feast of the unleavened bread, when you're not supposed to eat no bread or even foods with ingredients in it. So I'm only using this right here so I don't forget nothing. All right, with ChatGPT. All right, so, man, we're in the worst captivity ever. So, really, you got to check the shit out of these labels. And, for a year ago, I upped it up a notch. When I see, items at the store where if it says citric acid or anything in it, I ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying? And they have stores like Wegman, Whole Foods, etc. And they sell, it might be a little higher, might be like $2 more. They sell certain flours and stuff without all this baking soda and yellow 5 and phosphate this and gelatin that and citric acid and ascorbic acid, however you say it. You heard me? All this stuff they putting in this food, man. A lot of it have leavening in it, And two, like when you go out to eat, they use certain, seasonings that have leavening in it. Like those mixtures, like those, what they call that? Lime. It's a lime seasoning they use for like lemon pepper wings. Yeah, lemon pepper. When you turn around, look at the back of it, it have leavening in it. You hear me? So even going out to eat, going to Ishakar, get some tacos, you don't know what seasoning they use, to make those tacos. So you could just make it at home, man. Get you some sea salt, some garlic powder, onion powder. Make sure you check the back of it, because some of them be having yellow 5 in it. Himalayan pink salt. We heard about Himalayan pink salt, how, it's bad too. So either get that Celtic, I think it's called Celtic salt. That's salt like $15, or some sea salt, man. You know what I'm saying? And you season it up. Some paprika, some cayenne, whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you check them labels, because even on a bottle of water, you saw sneaking baking soda in it. You don't even need to put that in there, man. You heard me? My brother did a video on it, and I seen it a while back. That's what, when you get that purified water from Costco's and all them other places, they have baking soda in that. You got to get the spring water, you heard me, the Deer. I wouldn't suggest Crystal Geyser, because I seen them do the, what they did. I forgot that water test, and it came up yellow. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, any water that's in plastic bottles already destroyed anyway. But I'm just saying, man. We all shop differently. I be in the store a little longer looking at looking at them ingredients. You heard me? Because man, Esau, a straight up demon, man. But I wanted to put this up here too for new Akim and Akwath, who just coming in, you know what I'm saying, and what to eat for, the feast of the unleavened bread, because it could, you might be like, damn, what can I eat then? Because feast of the unleavened bread is beautiful, man. It also helps you lose weight, stop eating the cookies and pies for 7 days, drinking a beer, which have yeast in it, etc. So this is beneficial also. It's a remembrance how we suffered in Egypt, with the bitter herbs you got to eat for the bitterness, the suffering of Egypt, basically. And reason why we eat unleavened bread, because we didn't have enough time for it to rise. We had to hurry up and get it and get out, eat and get out of there. You know what I'm saying? So, Feast of the Unleavened Bread lasts for 7 days, and you're not supposed to eat no leavening. All right? So it says, during the Feast of the Unleavened, and if they have any errors in here, I'm going to correct it. You know what I'm saying? During the Feast of Unleavened Bread, you'll need to avoid anything containing leavening. Yeast, baking soda, baking powder, baking soda, or leavening agents. Here are some meals ideal that fit within the guidelines. So it says baking soda. A lot of your toothpastes, everything in your bathroom, you know what I'm saying? Toothpastes, some deodorants, have it in there. Hot sauce, the Louisiana hot sauce or Tabasco sauce. You look at the back of it, it says vinegar, it says baking soda, etc. Man, you gotta get it out. Ketchup in the refrigerator. I get the ketchup with just tomatoes. You hear me? They sell those type of ketchups with just tomatoes and certain mustards without all that stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really look at them labels. All right. So it says leavening agents. All right. So for breakfast, you can eat scrambled. All right. Scrambled or fried eggs. I think fried eggs, just scrambled eggs. It says with turkey sausage and bacon beef. Now, I wouldn't suggest eating that turkey sausage or beef bacon because they got, unless you get the beef, just straight up beef, nothing else in it. You heard me? And make it yourself. Season it. You know what I'm saying? Make it yourself. Yeah, but the ones in the pack got baking soda and stuff in it. Omelet with veggies. No cheese. Well, if it's the regular cheese without, the leavening ingredients in it, yeah. Metzah, that's just that bread. You can make your own unleavened bread with just flour, sea salt, water. Not water, olive oil or coconut oil. I make my own unleavened bread. I might do a video showing how to make unleavened bread, or you could just look it up yourself. With me, I like getting those guerreros. You know what I'm saying? I like getting those guerreros. So it says with honey or peanut butter. That's really good. You know what I'm saying? Putting the peanut butter. Oh, what I like to do is too, get some unleavened bread, make some unleavened bread, put honey on it, slice up banana pieces, and eat that too for breakfast with some avocados. It says smoothies with fruit, almond milk, and protein powder. Now, again, those almond milks in the store, some of them have baking soda in it. So if you can make it yourself, man. You get you some almonds, and you get you wash them. You let them soak for like an hour. First, you wash them off. You let them soak for an hour. You put them in a blender with some spring water and blend it up. You hear me? And then you have some almond milk. Me, I like coconut milk. You hear me? You get your coconut. Use the coconut water and use the coconut meat, and you blend it up, and you got you some coconut milk. You hear me? Lunch, it says grilled steak or grilled chicken. I haven't eaten chicken in a year, so it's your prerogative. You hear me? You can eat you some grilled chicken. Just can't fry it. You gotta eat you some grilled chicken, like make you some grilled chicken tenders, or saute them. Make you some grilled steak, or saute them, or put them in the oven. The vegetables is a definite yes. Eat a lot of veggies. You know what I'm saying? Eat a lot of veggies, man. Tuna. Make sure you check the back of that tuna, because some of them tunas, man, they have, some of them be having bad ingredients, and also some of those packs of tunas use unlawful fish in it. You hear me? Because I be reading the shit out of them labels, man. They be grabbing all, they just smack tuna on it, but they'll grab catfish and call it tuna and put it on. These people wicked, man. They'll grab catfish, you hear me, and they'll call it tuna. And you just think it's tuna because it say tuna, you hear me? And then you look at the back of it, this shit say swai on it. Swai is I think a Chinese or Japanese catfish, you hear me? But that's why we gotta get out of here, man. And Jake trying to stay here and build schools and shit, buying land, you hear me? Talking about Yahawashi and coming back for another 2,000 years. Man, what? Who gonna sit here and suffer, man, all this time, man? Jake be tripping. Tuna or salmon salad with olive oil, and lemon. You know, that's really good too. You heard me? Get you some spring mix. You know, you could saute you some salmon, some cubes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, saute the salmon in some cubes. Or you can just, you know, do it like that. You can saute it or get on a grill. My favorite food is grilled. I love grilled food, man. You know what I'm saying? Eat of that with some salad. Cut you some plums up, some pears, and whatever, man. It be, you know, it's good. It's good for you, man. And in these times like these mandatory, you know, mandatory ways you're supposed to eat, you know, and two mandatory fasts is beneficial to you, man. You heard me? So it says no cratons. I think those little those square hard ass breads they put in the salad. I don't eat that anyway. What else? Well, I think I do eat that. I'm not sure when the last time I had it. It says or leavened bread, right? So you're not supposed to eat no leaven, you know. Beef or turkey lettuce wraps, right? So, yeah, those, you know, yep, you can eat that. And watch out for those sauces too. Look at the back and read those sauces, man. You know, even when you go out to eat, if you go out to eat, they be using the ones with leavening in it, you know. Barbecue sauce. If you go out somewhere where they, you know, you getting barbecue, they definitely using leavening in the ingredients, you know. So it's best to make it yourself, you know, because you can't tell them, hey, excuse me, can you not put that on mine at the feast on the unleavened bread? You hear me? And the people gonna be like, you know, they don't want to hear that. All right. It says mitzvah with I just said that. See that bread with avocado. I like to use the guerreros with avocado. You know, you get like five avocados, some purple onions. You get tomatoes, and you get some garlic, and then you make you some guacamole, and you put it on the bread with some smoked grilled salmon. Make sure it's cooked. We make sure this food cooked, man. You know what I'm saying? What it got? It's got dinner. It says okra gumbo. This is one of my favorites. It's one of my go-tos, you hear me? Okra gumbo without roux containing flour, you know. So, you know, you can make that without the roux, you know. But normally you put like sausage and sausage and okra gumbo and rice. But, you know, sausage have baking soda and all that, you know, I mean, vinegar. The one I get from Whole Foods, it don't have all them ingredients in it, but it have vinegar in it. All right, grilled lamb, like I said earlier, grilled lamb with sauteed greens or asparagus or broccoli, unleavened tacos, using lettuce wraps and homemade unleavened tortillas. All right, so I have that also. I got masa. I got the corn. I got the corn. You know, you make your own tostitos. You know what I'm saying? Masa brosa. You know. What else? It says baked fish with kiwan and roasted asparagus. You know, that's another good one, man. You know, and fish it. You know, we don't really rock with that tilapia. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, when you look at, man, you know, salmon, man, you know, I don't want to ruin well, we all know how this place finished, man. This whole place is defiled, man. When you see what they were doing with those tilapias, you wouldn't want to eat that no more, especially I'm talking about the farm raised ones, you heard me? And when you look at that video and see what salmon eat, that make you not want to even eat it no more. You heard it? But, Salaki, man. Baked fish with kiwan and roasted asparagus, Cajun shrimp over rice. That's off. You're not supposed to eat shrimps. Shrimp is not supposed to be consumed. Alright? Shrimp are bottom feeders. They're equivalent to roaches, you know. So shrimp is an unlawful food you're not supposed to eat. You heard me? Shrimp is way off. And it says baked fish. You're supposed to eat lawful fish with fins and scales, you know. Just wanted to point that out because I knew something like this was gonna happen with ChatGPT. The shit is all, you know, It's on point, but it'll sneak a little off in there, you know. Baked fish with key wine and roasted asparagus, right? So all the fruits, all the veggies, you know what I'm saying? You can find ways to, make that into a meal. You know what I'm saying? Salads, spring mix, romaine lettuce, horseradish root, garlic, jalapenos, serranos, poblanos, coconuts, all the fruit, burro, bananas, you know what I'm saying? And this is beneficial, man. Barakatah Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi for this, you know what I'm saying? Because we was around here celebrating Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, New Year's, 4th of July, all that bullshit, and the Lord woke you up, made you remember. The scripture says, rehearse the righteous acts. You got to rehearse it. We ain't going to get it perfect, but we trying. In the kingdom, we going to get it all the way perfect, you hear me? All the way perfect. From trying to sit, from the Hebrew all the way down to the T, man. We're going to get it perfect. You hear me? No feeling like, damn, I messed up something. Damn. No, none of that. You know? So Barakatah Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi for giving us these high holy days that we trying to our best abilities to do. The Day of Atonement, Feast of Tabernacles, Feast of the Unleavened Bread, the first fruits, etc., man. The water for taking us away from that bullshit. Christmas, Mardi Gras, New Year's, St. Patrick's Day, St. Nicholas Day, you hear me? All that false paganism, religions and shit. Snacks, NUTS, and dried fruit, and you gotta watch that too. Like pistachios, cashews, almonds. Because what they do is, when you check the ingredients, they add all this other stuff to it, man. So you got to get the ones that say just what's in it. Fresh fruit with NUT butter. Again, you just got to check the ingredients. They have some without all that stuff in it. It's just peanut butter and sugar, or just have some with just peanut butter. All right, hummus, veggies, and matzah. You got to watch that hummus too, because some of it have, not just garbanzo beans in it. There's a mixture of things with baking soda and baking powder, so you just gotta watch it. All right, beef jerky, I wouldn't suggest that either. Unless you get the ones from Whole Food, because the ones in Whole Food, they just got the ones with just beef in it. And something I recently just saw too, they got salmon beef jerky. I ain't never seen that before, unless I've been under a rock. All right, but y'all get the point, man. Desserts, I really don't, desserts, just make sure it don't have leavening in it, Like, there's plenty of desserts you can make with bananas and stuff like that. What else I asked it? Give me more, here are more meal ideas to keep things fresh and satisfying throughout the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, hashed, diced potatoes, sauteed with onions, bell peppers, and turkey sausages. I wouldn't suggest the turkey sausages because when you look at the ingredients in the bag of it, they have leavening in it. Matzah breakfast sandwich, scrambled eggs, cheese, beef bacon, or turkey sausage between two pieces of matzah. Again, you even got to watch that bread they make in the stores too, because that be having other names in it that's not called leaven, but it be leaven. All right, yogurt. They got some coconut yogurt you could get that don't have leavening in it. You hear me? And they have some that do, but you really gotta look at them labels. All right. Add almonds, walnuts, or pecans. Yeah, extra protein. What else? Fried plantains. Right, fried plantains is extra good. All right. No cottage cheese, unless it's real cottage cheese. Avocado and smoked salmon. That's a go-to right there. Especially if you have to work, man. You get you some avocados, slice them up right quick, make a salad, get some salmon, get out of there. You hear me? Unleavened tacos. All right, I think pretty much all this stuff was read already. But like your basic meats, beef, bison, chicken, fish, lamb, put it on the grill or saute it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, say no to the shrimp. You already know we don't eat no shrimp around here, you hear me? No to shrimp, man. But yeah, man, that was just a quick video. Lord, it was edifying and it's helped somehow. You know what I'm saying? Lamb chops with roasted veggies, seasoned with garlic, rosemary, and olive oil. But, check them ingredients, like I said, because I looked on the back of a water bottle when it said it had baking soda in it. Like, man, come on, man. What you need to put that in there for, man? And when you look at the soaps, I don't know if that's going too far, man. I ain't Shalaki, I ain't trying to be over righteous. You know what I'm saying? Because we know it's all defiled. But some of them soaps got baking soda in it, you hear me? Me, I just get it out of there. They have certain soaps, like plant-based soaps, that don't have those ingredients in it, right. So this is one of my favorites right here. I haven't had chicken in a minute, but I'm talking about, let me read this one right quick. It says, chicken and veggies stir-fry. Use coconut aminos instead of soy sauce. Exactly, for your flavor. So that's what I got too. I got this, and I've been having it. I've been switched to this because it don't read, it don't have your heart feel like it's about to come out your chest when you eat that soy sauce. It says use coconut aminos instead of soy sauce, and I got it right here in my hand. Grilled fish with mango salsa. That's real good, you hear me? Serve with kiwan or roasted sweet potatoes. Potatoes don't have leaven in it. You heard me? Braised short ribs with mashed potatoes, sweet mashed potatoes, slowly cooked. Salmon with garlic butter and asparagus. Again, check that garlic butter, because some of them garlic butters have yeast in it. Baked or pan-seared with a side of rice. Roasted beef, turkey, meatballs, no breadcrumbs. Zucchini noodles with mashed cauliflower. Stuffed eggplant zucchini. That's real good too, man. Stuffed eggplant. You hear me? Filled with ground beef, a turkey, and veggies. Homemade gumbo without flour-based roux. Thickened with okra instead of traditional roux. It's called okra gumbo. All right? Okra gumbo, you get, what I was about to say. I forgot the name of that dish, man. Smothered okra. You can make smothered okra without sausage in it. You know what I'm saying? It could be, it's okra, tomatoes. All right. That's real good, too. You can eat that with some grilled chicken or some sauteed chicken. Baked chicken wings, dry rub. Served with coleslaw or fresh salad. Again, some of the mayos and mayonnaise have leavening in it. You heard me? So, just like I said, man, it's good to make it yourself, because some of these, these restaurants, these establishments, they use they use ingredients with leavening in it. Right? Side dishes: roasted sweet potatoes with cinnamon and honey, cabbage, smoked sausage. I wouldn't suggest smoked sausage because, again, it have leavening in it and other ingredients that have leavening in it, but it don't say it. It'll say like a long ass name, you hear me? Bentos phosphate or some shit, and you look it up and it's leavening. You're like, oh, come on, man. Now you feel like Yahawah about to snatch your soul out your chest, you hear me? So, man, you know what I'm saying? Garlic mashed cauliflower. Let me ask this right quick something. Hold think somebody asked me this. It says, yes, you can eat rice during the feast of unleavened bread. Rice does not contain yeast or leavening agents, so it's safe to include in your meals. Just be mindful of the process of flavored rice mixes. It should have those flavored rice mixes, man. The tomato to the red looking rice that got leavening in it. You heard me? Because the seasonings and the packs and the flours they use in it, with the leavening agent and the baking sodas. You heard me? And some might contain, so you'll pretty much get the picture, man. Salakia, you know what I'm saying? Salakia, you know what I'm saying? But pickles too. Pickles have vinegar in it, so you can't eat pickles. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Hot sauce. This stuff, see how it's going off with that too? It's saying shrimp. It's saying hot sauce. Hot sauce got vinegar in it, which is, pickles, olives. If you get that from the store, then it's no. But if you could eat a cucumber and regular olives without all the, ingredients added to it, then you're good. Hot sauce is a no. All right. Fresh berries and whipped coconut cream. Again, check the ingredients. Chocolate drop strawberries, chocolate dip salaki. Date and NUT, energy BALLS. That's real good, man. Them dates have you hype, man. You hear me? Hype. Like you drink 4 coffees, you hear me? Flourless peanut butter cookies made with peanut butter, honey, and eggs. Mitzvah coffee. All right. Coconut, all right. Macarons without leavening. Let's see. Does potatoes have yeast in it? No, potatoes do not contain yeast. They are naturally unleavened and safe to eat during the feast of unleavened bread. However, be cautious with potato-based products like potato bread or certain processed mashed potatoes, as they contain added leavening agents like baking powder or yeast. If you're making mashed potatoes, fries, or roasted potatoes from scratch, they are completely fine. Can I eat rice? Yes, you can eat rice during the feast of unleavened bread. Rice does not contain yeast or leavening agents, so it's safe to include in your meals. Just be mindful of the processed or flavored rice mixtures, as some might contain additives that could have leavening agents. Plain rice, whether white, brown, jasmine, balsamic, a wild rice is a great option. I like that purple rice, man. You hear me? That purple rice is beneficial. It look black. Well, it's purple. Some of them purple, but it look black.
What's your
Salaki, man. Satan, man. I was trying to get Exodus 12 and 15, man.